This is what I live with every day. Every day. Every day. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
See that. Where's my chat? There's chat.
There's your chat.
There's my chat.
We got nobody watching yet because
no
we
one's
started
watching because we started early. Yes, we are 5 minutes early.
Squeaky
chair.
I gotta get some WD-40 for this thing.
That would be great than having to buy a new one. I would be totally fine with the WD-40.
Yeah, I just gotta find it in my toolbox somewhere.
I love though how we're wearing our Disney ears, and I don't think I have anything planned for Disney talk today.
We can
talk about a few things.
We have somebody watching. Yay! Yes, thank you for watching.
Oh, Eric. Hi. Thanks for flexing with us. We had a
impromptu
thing happen it ended up happening at 3:30. So
we'll talk more about it later.
We'll talk more about it. But so I had to change up the time a little bit. So thank you, Eric.
Yes, thank
Wonderful.
you.
Yeah. So, and I'm glad it's not super bright out.
Yeah, so
like the sun is not.
Yeah, so we probably could take the sheet down and it would probably look much better.
Probably, but we'll just let it. Let's not mess with that during live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good idea. Not a good idea.
So I'm Julian.
I'm Lori.
And we are JLV Moments and More.
That would be us. So, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, we'll get this out of the way early.
Hi.
Please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think.
In the words of our daughter,
it doesn't cost anything to subscribe.
Smash that like
button.
If you are watching this on replay, please put in hashtag replay so that we know you are watching. I know the camera's right there. I have got to stop doing that.
And if it is somebody from my alliance in the game that I play, Puzzles and Chaos Frozen Castle, please drop us a comment. Just say 17. That way I know it was somebody from 17 that came and stopped by.
Yep. And we know we started a few minutes early, so we just, had nothing better to do at this point, so we started a few minutes early. And
we're checking out some baseball scores.
Yeah.
The Yankees lost. Sorry, Yankee fans, but I'm not. Now, I'm Yankee.
But the Cardinals won.
I'm not a Cardinals fan either, but they beat the Braves, which I am a fan of, so that's not good.
Well, it doesn't matter. The Cardinals won. We don't know what the Cubs are done.
And then my Tigers lost, and then the Cubs are tied.
Well, as of moment. So, don't know what the Cubs are actually doing at this point.
I'm not a Yankees fan, but I'm a Yankee. I am a fan of some Yankee players, like Aaron Judge. I wish I had his rookie card. He is awesome.
You know what else I noticed when we were watching that? Aaron Judge. I mean, first of all, he is very tall. Aaron Judge, very tall, but he has big feet too. Like,
well, he's like 6'9".
You get that side view of him. And he just, hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
He just looks like weird. I mean, they need to not do a side view of him. I know you can't help it. That's baseball. I get it. I know baseball, but it's just, he just looks so awkward. And then trying to hit the ball. I mean,
especially the one, the bat that we saw him was near. It was in the
bottom of the ninth. Yeah.
And he jacked a ball out of the park, but it was foul. But you could see he was just jammed. He couldn't get extension.
No, and he had to come under the ball. It was the weirdest thing I've. Sean. I love it. But yeah, it was just the oddest watching baseball. And I mean, again, I know baseball. I've watched baseball my whole life, and it's just he just looks odd. I can't think of any other player. And that would be a good question. Who's the tallest person to ever play baseball?
Well, I know Randy Johnson was 6'10", I believe.
Oh, pitcher. I don't remember him hitting.
He was a pitcher. He pitched for the Seattle Mariners for a very long time.
Okay.
And then he pitched for the Diamondbacks at the end of his career.
But he never would have hit, though.
I don't know if he ever got a bat at the NL.
I don't ever remember watching him bat. I remember him pitching. I remember watching him.
I know for most of his career when he was with the Mariners, he did not get a bat.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers! I know they. Yeah. Well, yeah. Poor Tigers. We still love them.
Yeah.
It's like the Lions. It doesn't matter what the Lions are doing. We're still gonna love them.
Yeah,
We're still gonna
that's my
support them.
hometown team.
Yeah, we love them. They're all good. Although I'm looking forward to this football season. I can't wait till we can get back into talking more football.
Yes.
Ah, I mean Disney's one thing, but football that's another.
That is
So cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Oh, yeah, and I found these.
Yeah, we will be talking about a little bit of football, but
Yeah.
yep. Great football. So where are we at? We're about 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, so we're pretty much right at 5:01. All right.
Talk about a home run though. The All-Star game. If anybody watched the All-Star game, the MLB All-Star game the other night, or Tuesday night last week.
Tuesday night, yeah. Tuesday night.
The home run that Shohei Ohtani hit was ridiculous. I mean, when it had the sound, as soon as he hit it, he knew, and it was just it seemed like it was a month, like a mile in the air, and then it still went out of the park.
Yeah.
But they ended up losing to the AL. The AL won again.
They did.
So
they did.
Home field advantage for the AL this World Series again.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, that's where the Tigers are. The Tigers are in the AL. So
yeah, it's all good. I mean, and here's the thing. One thing I've learned about baseball. Oh, is Mel on? Oh, hi, Mel. The one thing I've learned about baseball, though, is that you've got the first half of the season and you've got the second half. And it's really difficult sometimes to understand or
things can totally change after the All-Star game.
You can't base your bets off of the first half of the season. You just can't. How many times it's suddenly there is a team that comes out of the woodworks that last half of the season.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be fun to watch. I think it'll be very fun to watch. Although again, I am really looking forward to football.
Yes, football.
I love my Cardinals. I grew up watching Cardinals. Grew up watching my Tigers, but grew up watching my White Sox.
I have a feeling we have not watched the off-season Hard Knocks with the Giants. I want to go back and watch it.
We have a few things we need to watch on that.
But the preseason Hard Knocks is with the Chicago Bears this year. So I know she will want to watch it.
Yep.
And then the end season is going to be the entire South the NFC South division.
Chicago Bears. Anyway, I know it's hard to be a Bears fan too
and
be a Lions fan.
That's 180 games. 182 games, I think.
Oh, it's a lot of games.
Yeah, it's a lot of games.
Well, and then I mean, football's getting into that too. I mean, we're talking 17.
I think this year we're 18.
We're officially on 18.
I think maybe.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting too. But the good thing about football is you maybe can ignore the first month of football. Like September, you can kind of ignore it.
You can't ignore anything.
Well, you can't ignore it. But I mean, the wins and losses, they're okay. But man, by the time you get to October, you better be winning all those games if you think you're going to be getting into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be a winner or over that 500 or whatever terminology you want to do it. You have to be there if you're going to make it into any portion of those playoffs.
Oh yeah, unless you're in a really crappy division and everybody's losing, and then you want to be the one that's the least worst.
The least worst. The least worst. The least worst. The least worst.
Hey, that's happened before where a team below 500 has made the playoffs. The
least worst. That's awesome.
Yes, the least worst.
The least worst. I love it. Okay, so let's really dive in. We will. Sorry. Try not to be. I'm excited. I'm excited because even though we're wearing our Disney ears, we had
the best ones ever.
Okay.
These are my Rescue Rangers.
Yes,
this is from the Decades collection.
Yeah,
I love
them.
Rescue Rangers. Other than the Gummy Bears, this was the second best Disney cartoon that
I was just thinking like Gummy Bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventures to beyond compare. They are the Gummy Bears. Okay, anyway.
Love that show.
Yeah. And I should know the Rescue Rangers, but right now the only thing that's hitting in my head is Kim Possible. I don't know why, but it's like the memory bank sent the wrong thing to the front part of my brain, and it's Kim Possible. Dun 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 dun. Anyway.
What's sad is I really can't think of the Rescue Rangers theme either. Because I got the Gummy Bears stuck in my head now.
I'm hearing Kim Possible.
And of course DuckTales.
Possible. Anyway, I was trying to update the hashtags, but I'll have to do that later. So
Mel, this is a little bit for
yeah.
you today
So this
because
is
of your trip that you have coming up.
yeah, this is one of those, and I mean, and Eric and Sean, you guys have been amazing too, and some of the others that have been on there, but but Mel, you brought up the fact that you are going to be going to Universal, and it got us talking this weekend.
And then we did some YouTube watching.
And
too.
we did some YouTube watching because Universal, let's face it, they are they're going forward, they're forging ahead.
And Epic is going to be huge.
Epic is going to be huge. I'm excited because by the time it opens and has a year or two under its belt, our daughter will be at a point
to where
Universal will be a thing. And so we would be totally up for the fact that we could spend, 3 or 4 days at Universal, really enjoy it. And I think she will too.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to do a plug. She's not on, but I want to do a plug. We have a great travel agent. Her name is Stephanie. She is amazing.
She's awesome. Mickey Guru
Travel. I thank you because I almost forgot there for a second.
The book, the notebook we have is over here somewhere. I have it somewhere.
Oh, it's right here.
There you go.
It's right here. Let's see. Mickey Guru Travel. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there.
Stephanie is awesome.
Here's the thing. There's no kickbacks to us or anything like that. No. This is simply
we're just trying to help her.
We help her, and we've utilized her for at least one of our trips that I know.
Very true, Eric. Very true.
Yeah. Oh, we'll go back to the Universal thing here in a minute.
We'll circle back to that.
But I want to point out, if you are watching this or hashtag replay, I cannot stress the importance of using a travel agent. It is important. You may think you know everything, but from someone who loves to plan, and I hope in my next life I can become a travel agent, you need to have one. So
they definitely will help.
Yeah, Stephanie is wonderful and amazing. And so if you ever want her information, I can send it to you. But of course, if you have questions or anything, the cool part about someone like Stephanie too is she's been there, done that. Her boys are a little bit older. And so again, been there, done that.
Yep.
Whereas we have been there with the younger, the infant, that kind of thing.
7 months old was when
we started taking Virginia at 7 months. But she just has a lot more years. Her and her husband, Jeff, have a lot more years of experience. So anyway, Steph and Jeff, really great.
Kids.
Yeah, older kids. And I know one day they're they're doing what a lot of us are doing.
Waiting till they're out of the house to move to
Florida. When can we move to Florida?
Just like our friends Sean and Eric.
Yes. Yep. I know you guys have that countdown going. I know. Trust me, I know. Okay, so I want to talk about Universal because we, as a couple, we did get to explore Universal.
We were annual pass holders at one time.
Annual pass holders, and this was back in 2015, 2016, those 2 years. So right before Virginia was born.
We were actually down there just before Christmas one year.
Yeah.
Where we ended up going home the week of Christmas, but we didn't get to stay there for Christmas, but it would have been awesome if we could. But we stayed at Loews Sapphire, which was brand new at that time.
That was the summer.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Well, we stayed the second time, I thought, at Loews Sapphire.
Well, so
I think we stayed twice.
We stayed twice at Loews Sapphire. The first time they had just opened, and it probably was like 2 or 3 weeks. Like the paint was still fresh.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
You could still smell the fresh paint. That's how fresh it was. So they had just opened. So if you want to Google when did Loews Sapphire open, that was the summer that we went. I know we went a couple more times because we Twosome Emporium, which Mel, that was one of the ones we had recommended to you.
And she said she's already made her booking for that.
They were still building that when we first started going to Universal.
That's right.
We ended up going later, maybe in 2016 or something. I can't remember exactly when, but they were just building that. And then
it's such a cool place.
The King Kong ride
was doing previews.
Was just opening. I think they were building that at one of and they had opened it up, and then we ended up going with some friends, and
I'll be honest, we met with the King Kong ride.
Yeah, that was one of those
for a 3-hour wait. It was
not and I don't think the wait times are anything like it was because again, it had just opened, and so people were excited about this ride. I know they've made some changes, but not to the effect that.
Well, to the point we haven't been back since they made changes, so we can't really.
Heck, I don't even know if I think that might have even been our last time at Universal was when that ride opened.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But again, we did go there enough that we knew things, but I know a lot has changed
The Mummy
since
is my favorite ride.
2016. Well, they've added rides, so
They've changed.
there's
rides.
a Jimmy Fallon ride
Yep.
there, the Fast and the Furious, which I've heard mixed reviews on that one. That has been added.
Terminator has been changed.
Terminator's been changed to the Bourne
Experience or something.
Bourne Identity Experience. I'm trying to think over on the Islands of, so that's on the Universal side, and then on the Islands of Adventure side, I know Seuss Land has pretty much, from my understanding, has closed down for the most part. They don't have much there, but then they've added a whole Pixar thing. And I think it's all
not Pixar.
Not Pixar. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
There's our first flub of the day.
It's gonna happen. Not Pixar. DreamWorks. Mr. Spielberg, if you ever watch this, I'm so sorry. I'm a huge fan. Just so you know, you have
awesome
no
if you
idea how huge of a
awesome
fan I am of yours. Anyway, I remember when DreamWorks first came out, and my dad like being this total just random facts person, kind of like you and me, just totally random facts. We knew who the three guys were. So if you look at the original DreamWorks logo, it has SKG underneath. And we knew who, I think it was SKG. Gosh, it's been so long. And we knew all three of who those three people were. Not like we knew them personally, but it was, do you know who that is? Yes, I do. One of those. Anyway, good times. All right. So what I wanted to do was, so we didn't get a chance to do a lot of research because we had something else pop up today that we'll talk about later. I mean, it's nothing crazy.
It's not crazy.
It's something good. It's, I don't know. It's more of a want than a need, but
definitely a want.
Yeah, but it'll
honestly, it will save gas.
It'll save gas. Yeah. So we'll talk about that later. But what I wanted to do, and I didn't set things up, sorry, is that we did do a little bit of research we did pull up some Universal pages. So we're going to pull up the Universal. Sorry, I got to get back to where we were at so that I can then do this. Ta-da!
Did it work?
It worked. Oh, we don't have our... Ooh, I'm hoping it worked.
Oh, there's going to be a quiet place
thing on.
About Halloween horror.
Oh, see, they can see us.
There we go.
There we go. Now they can see us. Good guy. Anyway, okay.
Can't hear you now.
Oh, you can't? You can't? Oh, no. Did I hit mute?
Turn off the mute.
There.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now? It might be too. We are getting a really good thunderstorm coming through.
No audio.
No audio. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Stop doing the restream.
All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to bring that back up. So the question is can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I feel like that commercial. Can you hear me now? Good. They should be able to.
Can you hear us now?
Now we can.
Now we can.
Okay. All right. So that's something to do with.
That's something to do with the restream.
No beautiful faces, just voices. We'll get there. Well, thank you, Sean. You're awesome. Okay. We should maximize. Do you see us? I really needed to switch back over. I was trying to. See, technology. Gotta love it.
So
I
this
can't
this
see
is
what
I have a funny story about this right here.
No, go for it. Tell it.
So when we were at Disney one of our trips, and we were eating at the restaurant over by Pinocchio's restaurant, I think.
Yes.
And this was when they had the $19.71 meal. It was like a little pizza and a whole bunch of things that you could get. So we went over and we ate, and we sat over by where you can look down and see the Small World boats leaving to go onto the ride. And every time a boat would come by, would start to leave, I would look out the window and I would just go like this, and I would smile at everybody and I'd give them thumbs up. It was so funny because you could tell the people who would have fun because they would do it back to you, and it was so fun.
The best part is the response. All right, we're gonna try this again, but we're gonna do. Oops. We're not gonna do that one. We're gonna do this one. So hopefully you can.
So can you hear us?
Yeah. So the question is can you hear us? And I might actually do a little bit. Hopefully you don't get a lot of feedback.
Can you hear the squeaky chair?
We're still telling stories.
Yeah, no.
Wait, because this is not live.
Sounds like we can see you.
Okay.
Can hear.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. All right. So here, we'll do that. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, crack myself up. I should be laughing. This is why we don't do 5 o'clock.
Yeah, because we're a little loopy.
Yeah. Just a tad loopy.
And we haven't eaten dinner yet, so it's
that too.
Even worse.
No dinner. All right, so I'm sure you're loving watching. Here, we're gonna pull this over there so that there. Okay. Yeah. I pulled the wrong screen. That's what I did. All right. Can you hear me now?
And it's like I'm kind of a tech person at work, but when it comes to at home, she is the person.
No, I think they somehow lost us. I think they still. Oh my gosh, why is this becoming an issue? Oh, because I turned the sound off. Oh my god. Oh, really? We're not this bad. Anyway, okay, back on track.
I do love her. I do. I love her. I do.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm making fun of myself too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. All right, we're good. All right, we're back. All right, so definitely some savings that are going on. Just want to throw that out there.
Lots of promotions.
Going on. I hate the fact though. I wish this was a bigger screen. I'm sorry. Something's not right here.
I mean, I can go out and buy a 50-inch TV.
No.
You can just hang it up on the wall and do that.
No. Anyway, so if you get a chance, check out the Universal website. But the reason I went to this was because I was going to look at the restaurant. Sorry, I need to stop laughing now.
So Mel, for you, Toothsome, it's good. We enjoyed Toothsome when we went. It was a really cool place.
Yep.
And I want to go back because it's such a cool place because it's kind of got that like steampunk feel to it. When at least when we went,
yes.
Like, I don't know if things have changed or anything, but it's kind of got that like old, like 1900s steampunk kind of feel to it. It's really, really, really cool.
So if you're not hungry now, you will be, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The one thing that I remember when Toothsome opened was their so it still clearly has that steampunk feel to it, that Victorian steampunk feel. But the one thing that I remember, and I wonder if they have it. Yeah. They sort of have it. Is the dessert.
Oh gosh.
They were in these mugs. Oh, there's another one right there. They were in these mugs. So, again, if you weren't hungry, there you go. You're hungry now. You're welcome. but these desserts are in bell jars.
Yes, they're they're like mason jars.
And then the bell mason jar, and then bell mason jars are only made by Bell. That's a whole other piece of trivia that doesn't need this, but it is up there. Okay. But then like you would have a dessert on top of it, so like a cupcake or a piece of cake, or I mean, it just was piled high.
That was really good.
And oh my God, basically you could just go for dessert.
You can stop there every day for dessert.
For dessert, and and that would be your meal.
I am sure Sebastian will love it.
Yeah. The other thing is that they do have a store, a candy store next to them. And what I remember, and I don't know if they still do this or not. So, Mel, you may have to like loop us in.
Yeah, you might have to do some research for it.
What I remember, I think that they had were chocolate covered coffee beans. Oh. And my friend, my very best friend, Sunny, she lived off of those. And her boyfriend at the time, I think he still is her boyfriend. I'm not sure. I think it was Jeremy that she went with. I don't remember. I remember her telling me that she found something. So yeah, we're talking back 2015, 2016 time period. So not quite sure if things are still as they were, and I know COVID has thrown everything into the loop, but I'll be very fascinated. But I'm actually kind of excited that somebody is going. It's gotten a new excitement for me.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to give us some feedback on when you go and see if it's as good as it was.
Yeah, and just the fact too that again, our daughter is getting to the point where this could be a little bit more of a reality in a couple of years versus she's just too young. And it's almost why go if you can't ride half the rides. But so this would be a really good time to go. So the other thing we found, so Mel, I did want to also point out we did have an opportunity. So is it Mythos?
Mythos.
It's the other restaurant that as I try to find it, that we've never been to. We've never been to.
Mythos is inside the park.
It's inside. It's on the Universal side. So
that was on the island of Adventure.
Oh, sorry, it's on the island of Adventure side. You're right. You are correct. So basically,
thank you for joining us. All those who have popped in.
Yeah, hi.
Please like, subscribe, leave us a comment.
Okay, and we're talking about Universal right now.
Because a friend of ours is going to be going.
And so we're talking about some of the dining. And we ourselves have not been to Universal, so we're actually talking about something that, we haven't been in a while. My gosh, it's been almost 10 years.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
That's crazy. But definitely, this is how we plan. This is how I start learning about things and understanding. And I know some people say, well, I don't want to have to plan my trip. But here's the thing. I think you need to know a little bit of something. If you go into these places completely in the dark, you are up 10 creeks without 50 paddles, whatever that may mean to you. You need to know something about where you're going. And I'm not saying you have to plan stuff, get a travel planner, have them plan everything for you, get somebody that knows what they're doing, by the way, please.
Well, if you're a planner yourself, do the research.
Yeah, I still did the research, but I'm still getting a travel agent. There are tons
of YouTubers out there that just specialize in Universal, or they do Disney, or they do SeaWorld, or or there's some that do all.
And here's the thing too. I'm going to throw out here to anyone who's watching this, the hashtag replay, whatever it may be. If you don't know who to go to, just email us. We will give you people that you can talk to. We spent way more time on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, and we know people.
We've met people. We're friends with several of them.
Yep. We may not live in Orlando, and we do have family in Orlando and friends in Orlando, so that have experience. So we try to pull from that. It's not just let's go spend more money in Universal because we want them to get money. It has nothing to do with that. It's what our opinions of what people may like or may not like, but then it's just play it and go and have fun, and you make it your own fun.
Exactly.
Right, I'll get off
yours.
I'll get off the pedestal. I know. So Mythos. I have heard really good things about Mythos. Now I am not. I could have sworn though somebody said it's a little bit more seafoody, but I'm not sure. So but I know it's probably a little more pricey. So you're probably looking at a little higher end on the prices.
For
But
me,
the
it would
food's
be,
looking pretty good here. I
it would be
mean,
comparable to one of the sit-down places that
yeah,
most likely.
probably.
Like if you're
And
going to the Cellier or I don't know what the French restaurant's name is, but it's probably pricing could be
Look at
comparable
pizza
to that.
fingers.
Or ooh, that looks kind
That's a burger. That looks really good.
of ooh, that,
Yeah. Is that mahi mahi? Maybe
maybe
or salmon? No, it doesn't look like salmon. It might be chicken. Might just be chicken.
or it could be pork.
Could
It's
be.
a white meat.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that what the pork thing is?
That's what they used
I was
to
gonna
be.
look to see if they had a menu. Let's see, make reservations. Oh, there we
Oh
go.
yeah, no, right there.
Menu every day. Well, it's on
She's
there.
really excited.
It's on there. And I know the screen is a little weird, so yeah, it looks like we got some shrimp and things like that. I wonder if I can.
Lids rock.
I don't
What a
know.
drink. Oh, that's like a
If
drink.
I do this, do we lose us?
Hopefully you can still see us.
Hopefully you can
or
still
hear
see
us. At
and
least
hear
hear
us.
us.
I'm gonna turn that volume up a little bit just in case. So sorry if you're getting feedback, but I just want to know if I can make sure that
Roasted shrimp.
but yeah. Let's see.
They got some calamari, I see octopus.
Yep.
And the starters. And
Is anybody really hungry now? Because I sure am.
you got your different salad.
Oh, I think we're good. I think they can
And
still
then we
hear
got
us.
a
So I'm
visitor
sure
coming in.
Yeah, we do have a visitor
Okay, so
coming
look,
in.
they got brick oven roasted chicken.
Yeah.
So it's not just seafood. You got beef. You got plenty of different choices.
So yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff there. So again, I would challenge. So if you're going there, I would challenge someone to give it a try. Check it out.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments later on down the road.
We have not,
that's
but we
at
want
Disney, and no, we have not. They are on the
Actually,
list.
no, didn't you go?
We went to Kona. That's right.
You went with
went
Mama.
to Kona. We went to
you and Virginia went with
yeah,
Mama.
we did Sean. So we did breakfast at Kona with Mama Goo and Stev, her husband. Maybe last year, May. And it was Virginia and I.
You
Judy
guys
and
were
I.
down by yourself.
Yep.
You
All
guys.
right, so we do have a small interruption. I don't know who you can or cannot see here, so we're going to switch over. This is our daughter, Jenny, for those of you watching.
She's got her tablet and headphones.
I know, Mel, I'm hungry now, too. All right, so what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Well, somebody wants Doritos, but we don't have Doritos.
We don't have Doritos.
So
sorry, we're a Dorito-less family right now.
Yeah, we're Dorito-less.
Dorito-less.
They were on sale a few weeks ago, and
I bought way too many.
Yeah, so thankfully we took some to a party.
Yeah, I bought way too many. All right, so the other thing that I wanted to, they're saying hi to you. Say hi back. Say hi. There we go. All right. The other thing that I wanted to talk about here, I'm going to remove that. I'm going to add this. Let's see, share screen. So one other thing I wanted to talk about, and then sorry, there was the 3 to 5 night package, but I won't share that.
That's for Epic.
It was for Universal.
I think it was for Epic, because that was on the Epic website.
No, it was on the Universal website. It's all on the Universal website, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are going to, let's see, I got too much going on here. Too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is one of the things that we can do because we are not monetized right now. So we're going to get away with it, and I don't think we will be. And honestly, I don't think the Orlando Sentinel will really care, or whatever, Orlando Informer. I can't remember which.
Honestly, it's more publicity for them.
Yep. So, but we were able to find the complete guide to Universal's Epic Universe, which they are opening, and I hope you guys can still hear us.
Next year,
so and next year in 2025. And I gotta get there. We're gonna pull that there. So we got the double screen. So here we go. And there we go. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys can see all this.
And still hear us.
Yes, he is. So
yes, I am.
So this is another reason why Disney, you need to get your stuff in gear.
And this is why Sean and Eric said what they said, because when Epic opens next year, the crowd will drop definitely during the summer at Disney.
Mhm.
So if you really want to go to Disney, wait until next year
No one will be there.
because a lot of people are going to be going to Epic
Everyone will be over at Universal. So
because
they'll stay at Disney
they
Resorts,
might
but
stay
they'll drive over.
actually they might stay at Disney and just drive
drive
over.
over. I know. And so what we heard, and this was as of just a day or two ago, was that they are going to, when they open up Universal's Epic Universe, and they haven't announced the date officially yet, but they have stated that you have to buy multiple, no single tickets. You have to buy
It's
multiple
gonna be
dates.
multiple date tickets is what they're going to offer first.
The other thing, and this is first, so they're going to do a smart phased
Oh yeah,
opening.
it's gonna go in increments.
They're also saying that they are not going to be doing park hopping
For the moment
to start off.
with.
So don't want to scare anybody out. Rumor has it Epic will be opening before scheduled. Sean, the way they're headed, I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, because they are moving.
They're doing things I can't say on Universal or on Universal. What am I doing?
On our
YouTube,
friendly
YouTube. They are
all in butt.
But one of the things I was like, where exactly is this going to be in proportion to Universal? So if you look, we've got this nice, beautiful map from Orlando. Thank you very much to them. Yes. And it's a beautiful map right here. And so it lists out some of their resorts, and then there's studios, and there's Hard Rock Hotel, if anybody's familiar with that, Islands of Adventure. Because you have Universal Studios, you have Islands of Adventure for those of you that maybe have never been there before. Yeah. You have two separate areas, and then you've got your City Walk.
And then you got your Volcano Bay.
And then you've got your Volcano Bay, which is the water park. It's interesting, this Endless Summer that's right here.
I think it's a little small thing that they may have picked up.
Well, because once upon a time, Universal bought Wet n Wild, which I could have sworn that it was somewhere over in this location. Right? That it was on the other side of the highway, but more directly east. I don't know what part of my cursor you guys can or cannot see. I thought it was directly east, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. Anyway, I mean, yeah, that's my that was a long time ago, so I'm sure somebody could throw me up. But moving forward, this is where Epic Universe is going to be.
Yep.
So they will have, I believe there is a hotel that will be on property.
Two, I think. I think there are two.
So it'll be some hotels on property. They will have the ability for bus transportation to go between people. So when you buy multiple
when
day,
they start to offer
it, you buy that multiple day, you stay over on Universal property, but then you'll be bused in over. And they've had a parking lot there, so I'm sure you could drive over too. But I mean, once you park the car, seriously, who wants to drive? Unless you're staying at a Disney resort.
Yeah, unless you're staying at a Disney
or off property, then you drive back and forth. But then, so the Epic Universe will be here. And I will tell you, there are tons of YouTube videos out there. Check them out. Their layout, this is what this is pretty much what it'll look like.
So it's got 5 lands.
Phenomenal. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm excited.
My favorite one that I'm looking forward to is Dark Universe. It is all about the old school Universal horror movies.
Yeah.
Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, Dracula, all that stuff and it's just the way that there's a YouTube video on it that Universal released. You need to check it out if you're into that kind of stuff, because the Dark Universe land is going to look cool.
It's a focus just on Dark Universe, and it's really truly a tribute to the old movies, to the old awesome. and let's face it, old Universal movies. But it's the ones that we are all familiar with. If you were any type of a movie person, and I'm sure if you maybe haven't sat down and actually watched it, I know you've seen images and things like that from the old Dracula, the old Frankenstein, all those old 1930s, 1940s, 1950s Universal. So I actually just watched a YouTube video on it, and it was from Universal. It
Yeah,
wasn't
so it's a promotional
handmade
video
or
for
anything,
them.
but yeah, it's something
They
they
let you know
did.
exactly what's going to be there, what you're going to experience, how things are going to look.
Mhm.
It's for me, I'm going to
Very,
love that
yeah,
one. It's going to be a toss up though because it's going to be hard for me to pick a favorite land in this because I grew up playing Super Nintendo. You know, I mean, if you know, if you're anybody like me who grew up in the 80s and the 90s, you played Nintendo, you played Super Nintendo, so you know all about that stuff. But then you've also got the Wizarding World. You're going to have Magic Land, which is going to be insane and awesome. So I'm going to have a hard time picking my favorite. And then the How to Train Your Dragon one's going to be cool too. I'm just oof,
yeah.
I get goosebumps thinking about
Well, it's one
Epic.
of those that we've even thought, for being Disney people that we are, and we don't live in Florida, so our time is based on, a weekend or a long weekend at Disney. But I almost wonder too, as someone who likes to plan and getting ahead of that game, if we go for 3 or 4 days, or maybe only able to spend one day at that park, and then we plan for another trip.
Yeah,
And then
because
you spend that
you
one
could
day because
probably spend just one day in that land.
yeah, I don't.
Hey
Hi,
Angie,
Angie. Um,
hey.
I don't think we will be able to get all of this done
Oh no,
in
I
one
don't think so.
day.
It's going to be interesting.
There's no way. And I mean, I know in the beginning it's going to be very packed and lots
Oh,
of people and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure wait times are going to be astronomical. Um,
oh, and one thing.
but
So Mel, when you go, there is there's actually a store at Universal that they have set up for the new Epic
yeah,
universe, and there's actually merchandise that we already have available for the different lands that are going to be at Epic.
yep. And
So
it's in City Walk.
it's in
It's in
City
City
Walk,
Walk. Yeah,
which
just so
is
that you're
out.
aware.
Yeah, so which is City. Oh yeah, when you go, make sure you check out City Walk. There's so much
And
stuff.
here's the thing about City Walk. For anyone that's watching, hi, thank you for joining us. I'm Lori,
I'm Julian.
and we are JLB Moments and More. Thank you so much for joining us.
Please like, subscribe, leave us a comment. If you're from the Alliance, if you're from my game Puzzles and Chaos Castle,
Yeah, that.
if you're from K17, just go ahead and leave us a comment. Say K17.
Yep,
Be cool to
please.
see somebody.
We do try to get on every Sunday afternoon around between 2 and 3 o'clock. We had to go later for various things. Yep. But yeah, we do try to go every Sunday right now, and we talk mainly about Disney. That's why we have our lovely Disney ears.
But Universal, so we're talking
yeah,
about Universal.
so that's why we're talking about Universal today. And we do love our Universal. We have a younger daughter, or we have a daughter who's younger, and so we switched over to Disney. But he is at the age that I really am thinking in the future, and Universal is definitely on the radar.
Definitely.
And now they've got this whole new Epic universe that is opening up
next year.
Well, it's supposed to be 2025. They haven't given the official date, but I'm with Sean on this one. I really think that we were going to see an early 2025 opening versus like fall of 2025 kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be spring, summer.
Yep, I think we're going to see this a lot earlier. And here's the thing too. I do wonder. Universal is all about phases, so I do wonder if we're going to see a little bit of phases on the opening where everything may be open, but there might be certain things that are not officially up and running yet.
Yeah, and I think they have said that in press releases.
But here's the thing too. So far, Universal is doing this right.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Massively doing this right. And so I mean, I wonder if they're going to be like that, up and running, ready to go kind of thing. Maybe not hotels, maybe only 1 or 2 restaurants, but I just wonder that they're going to be like as all in as they could possibly be at that go time.
I think the park wars are going to be starting.
Yeah, I really do.
It's going to be an interesting next decade.
And real quickly, we'll come to Disney. Disney does have D23 coming up in a couple weeks.
Angie,
Angie, we're gonna go. We're going. Sometime we'll plan a trip.
My mom loves Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, we'll have to do a whole another deal on that one. But anyway, so Yeah, I know we're going to talk about the restaurants, but you can't talk about Universal without talking about Epic. You can't because it is
Mhm.
exciting. Just watching the YouTube videos over the past couple days has been I'm geeked, and we've got other stuff planned right now,
Yeah.
but I am geeked. I cannot wait for this to be open. Um,
So,
so yeah,
but
there we
yeah,
go. Oops, wait,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Somebody,
I'm hitting
she's hitting
buttons. I'm
buttons.
hitting buttons again. I don't know what I'm
It's a
doing
little,
there. Yeah.
little right
Well, isn't
there.
it nice to see us really big?
Yes, but we can't see the chat.
Oh, that's true. Okay. How do I minimize?
Oh boy, somebody hit a button.
I hit a button. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Um, well, okay. How about while I'm
But
doing this, you do this?
let me pull my phone up real quick and because
All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it.
there
All
we go.
right. Yeah,
Oh,
technology.
Angie, totally. I would love to do that.
Yeah. Ooh, a family reunion. Yeah. I'm all about a girls' weekend. I know I've talked to Sean about this and a couple other girls. Like, we have got to do a girls' weekend. No offense, but you know, okay.
Mm,
Well, you could do a guys' weekend too. I know it's not
yeah, it's not the same. But, you know,
the same. All right. So that enough about Disney. Enough about well, definitely enough about Universal. We appreciate you hanging in.
mhm.
As long as you have. I know we are well into our stream, 46 minutes, but do you want to open up all? Do you want to
I'll
open up
open up
just a
with one or two
couple?
packs and see
And
what
then
we
we'll
can.
save more for next time?
Or
Does that sound
we'll say yeah.
okay? Because we're at
So
46 minutes
I
already.
have
So
not bought basketball cards in forever. And today I bought two packs. These are NBA Hoops 2021-2022 season. I have no idea who the rookies were from that year. So I'm gonna open up some basketball cards.
you want to
Yeah,
switch?
we'll switch.
Switching places. Right now, it's squeezy chair.
Yes, you get the squeaky chair now.
Hey, can I have my water, please?
No.
Yeah, we really gotta fix this chair. We just may need a new chair.
This one doesn't squeak at all.
But that's my chair. That's fine.
Plus, I think that's the oldest chair we've.
Julian broke the chair.
I did not break nothing.
Julian breaks the chair.
I did not break nothing. It still folds. It still sits. You won't fall down in it.
So while he's doing that, I just want to point out I'm Lori. This is Julian. We are JLV Moments and More, and we are at the portion of our live stream where Julian does a magic trick. Just kidding. Julian opens up.
And this is the point where Julian tries to find $1 million card.
Yeah, the one that's going to get us to Orlando, to Florida. No, not going to happen. But we do like to, Julian likes to buy mystery packs or mystery things or cards, baseball cards, game cards, whatever it may be. And we like to see what's in those cards. So, this was a 2022
So
NBA?
this is
NBA
Hoops 2021-2022 season.
Got it.
So if anybody remembers NBA Hoops from the 90s, I love those cards. I don't know what I did with mine, but they're gone. I can't find them. But the one card that I want to find out of the NBA Hoops is the Mark Jackson card, where I hate to say it, but the
Mark Jackson.
oh gosh, why can't I remember their name?
I worked in the NBA, and I have no clue who you're talking about. But okay.
Eric might know which card I'm talking about. It's the Mark Jackson card where the Menendez brothers are sitting in the crowd.
Oh, that one, yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a thing. It's because of what happened. It's crazy. So like I said, I have not bought basketball cards in forever. I mean, literally, probably maybe 25, 30 years since I bought basketball cards. I think the last time I bought them was in 1996, maybe, yeah. 96, 97, Upper Deck, when Upper Deck had some basketball cards. And that was about it. So I have not followed basketball either in a while. So a lot of these players, I don't know who they are.
And it's partially my fault. So I used to work in the whole basketball scene for many years, and once I got out of it, I was fine. I mean, I got back into it for a few years, but
and like I said, I don't know who the rookies were that came out in the 21-22 season.
Yeah, I was so far out of it by then.
So it's like,
Yeah.
so I'm just kind of looking through here and I'm seeing if there's any names that I recognize or not. Um,
I couldn't even tell you if there were any Hawks players or anything like that. Like,
well, I don't know. Was this the year Trey Young came out?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I think Trey Young's
I'm gonna do some
I think
googling.
Trey Young's been longer than 21, 22 season. Jaden McDaniel kind of rings a bell.
I can't text right now. Yeah, I don't know anyone. I
Oh,
can tell you who the rookies
I do.
were.
I do know this guy, Bogdanovich. I want to say he's with the Mavericks now. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing him in the playoffs this year.
How many? I don't recognize any of these names. Scotty Barnes. These are 2021, 2022 rookies. Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley.
Oh, so it's interesting. So you got brothers here, apparently. I don't know if they're brothers or if they just say. I could be completely wrong.
Who are they?
Yeah, I don't know if they're brothers or if what, but you got two guys with the same. Let me get the camera. So they're both Bogdanovich. So you got Bogdan and Bojan. I'm hoping I pronounced that right.
There you go. Don't know.
Let's see. So we got some. So I do have a Trey. Oh, yeah, it's a Skyview Trey Young card. So pretty cool.
I wonder who the rookie of the
And
year
let's
was.
see. A frequent flyer card for Jason Tatum. So these are all your subset cards that they come out with. Arriving now, LA Lakers Keon Johnson.
So Scotty Barnes was the rookie of the year.
Gotcha. So I got a green parallel. It's a Bradley Beal.
Go Raptors.
And then we got Isaiah Todd, Jared Butler, Chris Durant, Zaire Williams, Cameron Thomas, and Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes was the rookie card, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna open up a football pack now.
Yeah,
So
let's do football. I'm a little more familiar with football.
Much more familiar with this. I got in trouble because I spent a lot of money one year when this came out. I almost have a complete set.
Did you almost get a divorce?
No, thankfully it wasn't that much trouble. But I bought.
It would have been me, so apparently I didn't remember that argument.
I bought a lot of blaster boxes of this set right here. 2022 Panini Prestige football.
Oh, I do remember that one.
So I actually have almost the complete base set for this, and it was 400 cards, and I think I am missing about 15.
No, I wouldn't have divorced you over that, but you may have slept on the couch that night.
I was, yeah, it was touch and go for a little while. It was touch and go for a little while.
He put a clause in our wedding vows.
Yep.
Yes, and my cousin has proof.
All right, so we got Carson Palmer, Rashad Bateman, Zach Martin from Dallas. So what they did in this set is for each set they had 10 cards for each team. And then like the 10th card was a veteran card. And this is the veteran card for the Buffalo Bills, which is Jim Kelly.
You gotta do better on the leg.
Yeah, no, you gotta work on that.
Yeah.
Here you go, Sean. Jared Goff, Rick.
Oh, we all know Jared. Well, okay,
not
you're
his rookie card,
Lions. Not his rookie card,
yeah, but Jared Goff, Lions
yeah,
quarterback.
you're a Lions person. You're gonna know who Goff is.
Yeah, and then the Bears. I don't care about the Bears.
Hey, let me see.
You don't know who he is?
I probably don't. Robert Quinn. No, I don't recognize him.
Told you.
Yeah, don't recognize.
Let's see. We got Marvin Jones Jr. And Antonio Gates. He would have been the San Diego veteran card. We got Brandon Cooks. Actually, that's not bad. Brandon Cooks is pretty decent player. Peyton Manning was the Colts veteran card. That's funny.
I got to see him a couple times.
Oh,
I actually saw him play too.
So Dan Marino was the Dolphins veteran card.
Yeah, we can work on that later. There we go.
So
It's still a little
let's see,
blurry.
we go. Oh, yeah. Here's for all you Swifties out there.
Oh,
There's her boyfriend.
that a Kelsey.
Yeah, it's a Kelsey.
Kelsey. Yeah, we've got a Swiftie fan in our house, so
yeah, we do.
We've learned to just live with it. Although I do like her early music. I like singing and bopping around to it. I'm not gonna lie. The most recent one though, you really need to listen.
Yeah, you got to be careful. With the
Yeah.
with the young kids when that one, because
after I heard that, nope.
It's pretty
It's
pretty
not even,
interesting.
I'll tell you too, and I'm not a huge. I would not consider myself a Swiftie. I would consider myself someone that listens to Taylor Swift music. Go ahead.
So for the so one of the rookie cards for the Atlanta Falcons was Desmond Ridder, total bust. Did not have a good year at all. What stinks is I actually got an autograph card out of some of those blaster boxes of him, and I really wanted him to do well. Didn't happen. So that autograph card is probably worth like $1.
So back to my Swiftie. Again, I'm not a Swiftie. I want to make that clear. I just like her music.
Hang on one
But
second.
hold on. Go ahead.
So they have these parallel cards in this set. They had different ones. This is the out of this Sunburst cards, and that's what they look like. That actually looks pretty good on the camera.
Yeah.
You can really see the sunburst of it.
Yeah.
And that was Darnell Mooney from the Chicago Bears. I did get a rookie card of Wayne Dale Robinson. I don't know who that is.
Well, he's a Jets, isn't he?
So.
Or is it Giants?
Well, no, he's a Giant. Yeah. So, and then now we're into the insert cards that they come with. Got Micah Parsons, Powerhouse, Dallas. They got a highlight reel of Travis Kelce. So for one of it was one of the games that they did. What are you laughing
at?
Nothing.
Keep going.
Who laughing what?
I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing at Travis Kelce. That's all. I'm laughing at him.
This is the prestigious.
I should say good for him.
Subset, and that's Stephon Diggs, who's actually no longer with the Buffalo Bills. And then there was what they call the legends, living legends, and Brees.
Oh.
So.
Good old Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Well, we are hitting on close.
Yes, we are. We're getting close to that 1 hour time.
I don't know about y'all.
And I'm getting hungry.
We're talking about Universal food, and I'm starving. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go to Universal. We'll be there in 7 hours.
Oh, hey, Megan.
Megan!
Hey.
Oh, hi. Hi, Megan.
Oh, so awesome. Thank you.
Here's the cool
thank
thing.
You for stopping by.
I mean, I think we pretty much know everyone that's watching right now, but if you jump on and say hi, we are going to say hi to you. We're going to do everything we can to say hi.
We want to acknowledge anybody who's willing to watch our craziness.
We really do. So please don't be shy. If you're what we call ninja watching, that's totally fine. If you're really welcome to jump on, just say hi. I'm new here.
We are, and I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, no, we're doing great.
Yeah. How's married life?
Yeah, Megan, I'll have to hit you up on that one. But somebody just came back from Disney. It was Sean and Eric. Okay.
Yeah, they were.
I lose track. There's been seriously. The reality is I started a new job 2 weeks ago. I'll be going on this week, and my brain is just all over the place. And
it's okay. It's okay, Megan.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've been all over the place.
We used to do a midweek live too, and we really probably need to look at getting back to that.
We need to get back into that. But new job, I'm in a new job. Things are going amazing. Mm-hmm. And it's July. Yeah. July. Let me just put it this way. I appreciate the previous world that I was in.
Oh, yes.
And everything that I learned there. I'm really excited to be in the world that you know. Now we're just going to leave it at that. Yeah. I don't want to dive too much, but yeah, we try to do Sunday afternoons as best we can, And we do want to try to get into midweek, but right now we want to be mindful of the fact that we've got a lot of stuff going on, and
Yes, we do.
school's starting
School's
soon.
getting ready to start in a few weeks.
And if any of you have ever had kids, especially girls, and you know they want to be involved in everything,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be doing gymnastics here for a couple of weeks.
Not gymnastics. Is it
Yeah,
gymnastics?
it is. It's
Oh.
not tumbling.
Oh.
It is gymnastics.
I thought it was the hardcore stuff.
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
hardcore. This is a true gymnastics place. Which Megan, if I remember correctly, this is your world.
Oh yes,
if
that's
I'm
right.
remembering.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'll be hearing more this week from the place. But our daughter will. She dances. She does jazz and
dance
ballet.
right now.
And
she
so that's 2 times. But her friends do gymnastics, and so I kind of don't blame her because I lived in Illinois at a time where gymnastics were actually part of the curriculum, the PE curriculum, and so
we are August, I think 5th.
August 7th.
August 7th.
Well, the public school goes back August 5th, but her school goes back August 7th.
Yeah, in the South, for some weird reason, they always go back before Labor Day, like a month before.
Oh yeah, we're truly excited for the Olympics, and I think she is going to go gaga over watching all of that because I loved that first week of gymnastics. Anyway, so I not grew up. I remember a year or two where the gym at the school my mom taught at, and I went to preschool and kindergarten at. They had the equipment. They had uneven bars. They had the balance beam. They had all the real stuff because again, it was part of the Illinois.
Sorry, I'm shaking the table so the camera's.
It was part of the Illinois curriculum, and that's where I was born. And anyway, so I don't blame her, and I've tried to avoid it because it's just another night of stuff. But all of her little friends are in it, so this will be a 1 hour, 4 weeks so it's 1 hour for 4 weeks. That's it. So it's just a 1 month.
Just give a trial
and
for her.
She will get a chance to do all 4 of the apparatuses. Yes, I know the term apparatus. So Megan, we'll keep you posted too because I haven't bought it yet, but I picked out a little outfit for her, and this is going to be really interesting. And, okay, here's my fear because if I'm noticing any hesitation in my voice, my fear is that she's going to love gymnastics
or break something,
and then break something, and then she's going to totally around dance. And dance is my thing. I love dance, but then dance is going to be one thing. And I know I'm trying not to live vicariously through my daughter. I don't want to be one of those parents, but it's just she's a good dancer. She's a really good dancer. So
anyway. But hey. Yeah. But gymnastics and dance kind of go hand in hand. Yeah. You know, there's definitely some synergy.
You don't end up with any broken bones.
Yeah, it's the broken bone.
Parent life. We could do a whole video on that. Anyway, so so that's what we got going on. It's a lot of stuff. But
she banged him out on her teeth or something today.
Yeah, well,
she popped herself in the nose with the paddle ball thing.
Yeah.
The ball in the nose. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
She's already losing teeth on purpose.
Yeah.
We don't need them to start coming out.
Yeah.
Ahead of schedule.
Well, we're signing her up for gymnastics, so here we go.
Well, yeah. Hey, mine came out ahead. My 4 front teeth came out ahead of schedule when I was a kid. I was jumping on the bed, ended up jumping off, and knocked the 4 front teeth out.
Yeah, but Megan, here's the thing, and I know you have
met one of these kids. That is very true, though, Kevin.
But here's the thing. I know you have met these kids. You probably have coached them or have come in contact. But when the tiniest little thing happens, it turns into the biggest deal.
Now, and also, kids do heal better. They heal better than adults do if they break something. So, because they are growing. So.
All right. It has been over an hour. We could talk about kids until doomsday, but we need to go. Because I just had a request for dinner.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's that time. All right, y'all. It has been a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining, or soon to be evening. Thank you for joining us. Again, I'm Lori.
Thank you, and I'm Julian.
And we are JLB Moments and More. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell.
That way you can always know when we're going to be live.
And then if you're rewatching, hit hashtag replay.
Yes, and if you're from my game that I play, Puzzles and Chaos, Frozen Castle, just type in 17, and I'll know.
All right. We'll see you all next Sunday. At least that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yep. We'll see you soon.
I'll let you know.
Bye.
Bye.
And I will